Okay, so here we are, start of a quite a heavy session of work. I'm basically working on this screen again and the interior dash trim as I was before. Made a bit of an error, a bit of a rookie mistake unfortunately that I don't think I've ever done before, but I have this time. I was sanding this back, so I was already starting, so I wasn't going to do a video for this first half to be honest, but I already started basically taking some of these rough edges, see all these rough edges along there. Basically I've started taking them all off around here, making it all smooth. I literally just started getting into it, no problem, all good. And then I realised some of the fiberglass resin mat hasn't gone off. It's still soft after, what, nearly a week. And I realised what I've done. I've basically put the one of the mixes of resin I've put together and forgotten to put the activator in basically. So basically just resin and mat on there at the moment. So what I'm going to have to do, it doesn't really matter too much as such because it needs another layer of fiberglass anyway. So what I'm going to have to do is basically go over the top of here, so basically make this section the right shape anyway, because it's not, and take it over here, back over here. It's the same I'll point out with this, in that corner over there, all the way down there. I'm going to have to refiberglass it basically, so I'll leave that on and I'll refiberglass over the top, which is fine, I can do that. And then that'll basically bring it back to where it should be, harden up and be all good. So yeah, I'll crack on with that. And I'll crack on with this inside, like I said before. So basically, it's a bit sunny today, I'm hoping this isn't too glary. I've got to take off all these rough edges here, all along here. I've got to chop this out, the whole section, got that whole piece out, bring it out. I've got a fiberglass anyway, so I'll do that first probably, actually, so I can get things working out, so the fiberglass I can do later on. I'll do a load of hours on this. I'm hoping to be at least 14 hours or so on this, and we'll see how it goes and do a part 2 and see where we are. Okay, so part 2. I've been very busy. I'll show you what I've been up to. I'm actually going to carry on for another probably hour or so after this, but I wanted to make sure I got a video in the light rather than being too dark. So I'm going to do some more filler work on the inside, which I'll show you in a second. But basically what I've been up to, I spent most of the time doing this side of things, the dash. So basically I've filled in all the areas here. That's all been fiberglass as well as filler, before anyone mentions that. Same up here, that's all fiberglass. Had fiberglass before, but it's all had a nice couple of layers above that, a nice layer of filler on top of that, and then a coat of resin as well to make it extra strong, basically, just to get a bit of extra strength basically. So you can see how that's coming along nicely. It's pretty much there. I think that's pretty much all there actually. I think it's pretty much finished this now. The dash itself, which you can call it a dash, whatever it may be called now, this has basically had some extra piece of fiberglass in here. There's been some sections, I think there's a section over there, a section all around the front here was all dipped, it all kind of like sort of sagged in the middle like that, and obviously there's a fiberglass down here like I did before. I got rid of all the bits I mentioned about the filler, the resin, sorry, that I hadn't put the activator in, so it hadn't hardened, which is a bit stupid, but there you go. But that's now sorted. So yeah, I've done all that. I've given that a coat of resin as well. These little black spots in here, these are just bits of where the fiberglass has come to the top. Obviously I've been the filler on top, and then I've sanded it back, but obviously I've had to take it down. That's the fiberglass underneath. Obviously this dash is going to get coated in some sort of, I don't know, paint or material of some sort, I'm not entirely sure. It's also had it all blended in here. This is all pretty good now. It's not sort of rough or anything like that, it's all fine. It's had a good coat of resin as well. Not everyone does that, to be honest. I've done like a sort of like a self-leveling thing, whereby I mix like a gel coat with resin and then activate it without any mat at all, and just pour it over the top, and it kind of almost self-levels. And it's pretty good, to be fair. It's come out quite nice. It just obviously needs a coat of something underneath and then the topping and the material. So that's that. Now then, I'm working in here as well. It's a little bit dark in here, but you'll be able to get the idea. So I've been doing the tablet surrounds amongst other things. I've done some fiberglass in under there. That's got all that, basically all that's now relatively flat. Just needs a little bit of filler in this corner to bring it down to there as well, a little bit in there. And I've been basically doing this section, so I've got filler on this section here. I've done it in 2 halves in the end. I actually had a problem fiberglassing some of this, so it's kind of broke a little bit. This section here is meant to be in there. You see how that goes along there, and then obviously it normally carries on along here into that section. So that would be one section, that would be another section, and obviously it'd be fitted in somehow onto the dash. I'm just doing the filler work for this, which is what I'll be cracking on with shortly. But yeah, that's the general gist of it. So I've got to make sure this is all filled. I've got to fiberglass it more here to join it together, but you can see how it's going to come along. So yeah, feel free to comment and subscribe if you can, all helps. And I'll do another video probably towards the end of next week.